Here we go. We're gonna hope it works this time. All right. We're taking a cheers. It's 4:40 in the morning. We've got Sean with us, 8-bit. How are you doing, Sean?
Chilling, brother.
We're chilling. All right. We're gonna do some very important research right here. So we're doing a BMX company tier list. So we're gonna go through. We've got around 35 companies here, and we're just gonna go through each of them and just talk about them. We got 5 different tiers here. So we got the big ballers. So I would say these are the guys who are kind of running the market. They might not necessarily be making like the best parts in the game, but they are definitely selling the most and they're the most popular companies. And then we've got successful core brands. So this is going to be stuff that is like, they're more successful companies. And they're mass producing parts, but they're just a little more in touch, or just like, I guess, even just a little less successful than the big ballers. Obviously, everybody wants to make money, but these companies are kind of retaining a little less of that like corporate greed when people think about them, I guess. And then we've got the cool core brands. So these are companies, a lot of USA made companies would go in here, I would think. We actually don't have some of them on here, but I would put stuff like standard or I forget, but
Uh,
anyway. And then we're going with extremely core. So these are companies that honestly I think survive solely off of like the core following of their brand. And then there is going to be our bruh category. So this is like, what are you doing? This is like, in my opinion, this is the oil slick parts. We don't have like the funky looking handlebar companies on here, but that's where I would probably put them. All right, we're going to try to get through this quick, Sean. Are you
Shout out
ready?
Candy Bar.
So our very first company, big swinger in the game, we've got the Cult BMX company. So I would say I have a good like history in my opinion with Cult because it just came around at a time when I was like coming up with riding and becoming more enthused with it. But I do think they have kind of become like
The hype
more of,
beast of
yeah, they're like the
BMX.
hype beast. Yeah, exactly. They're making like fucking Huff bikes and Supreme. Well, I think S&M actually made the Supreme bike, but you know what I'm saying. So I would honestly say they're up here in the big ballers, but I wouldn't say that, I'm necessarily on the frequency that Colt is going with. What do you think about Colt, Sean?
I mean, I don't know. The past couple of years, man, just it's so hype. I mean, it started with. I feel like it started with Began. Like everyone wanted to jump on that like scumbag shit,
Big scumbag shit.
big scumbag shit, and then fucking
All right, and then next we've got Fiend. So I would definitely put Fiend right here in like successful core brands. I don't think they're like doing the most, but they definitely want to, ascend.
yeah, they
And
definitely are in the field.
yeah, they're in the field to like kind of contend with these big ballers, but also they have like some riders that are just undeniable. But seeing all like the team changes and stuff like that, I think kind of just, it puts them right here, but I think they are trying to be in the big ballers. But I still think Fiend is pretty cool compared to Cult, right? A little
Yeah, for
cooler.
sure. I feel like Fiend's doing it right too. Like they're
Yeah.
letting the writing do it instead of
Yep.
like fucking trying to like brand off just like one successful person or like a Fiend is definitely a stacked team.
But
Yeah,
and
not yet. I give it a couple of years. I feel like
yeah, I could see it for sure. But do you think they're gonna end up getting one of these branch off companies like Rant or Salt going on?
no,
No, I hope not. Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
that'd be a tragedy.
All right. And then Fit Bike Co. So I personally would put Fit Bike Co. in the big ballers. I feel like they're almost doing the stuff better than Cult. And I kind of subscribe to the conspiracy with like them kind of being in cahoots. Have you seen that?
Nah, Fit's where I started bike. Like that's Fit was like my first company that I was like put on to when I
Yeah.
started BMXing. So I started in the era of like Dugan, uh Aaron Ross.
Oh yeah.
So like colorful frames and shit. Like so I think it fell off a little. It's definitely not as what it used to be.
But I just know that Fit sells the most complete bikes as far as all these core companies. It kind of leads us into this next one. Like I think Haro jumps right in here, but it's mainly because they have like such a big brand that's been built over a super long period of time compared to Fit. But I think Fit is experiencing a lot more growth than Haro at the current period.
Haro's like that weird company where it's kind of like two companies as one company, you know, like just like there's like the Walmart Haro,
The
and then
thing
there's
is that
like
the Haro has never sold their bikes in Walmart though, and it's still a bike shop brand bike. And recently they have like caught up with like more modern design stuff with
yeah,
BMX
the
bikes. So
new frames are for sure sick.
they're a lot more comparable to like the current market, but Haro caught a really bad rap for a long time because a lot of their stuff was super outdated. They kept like a lot of things for a really long time that made their bikes not the best value for the dollar. But they have that built-in relationship with like bigger bike shops that sell stuff other than BMX bikes.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So I would put them in here. I mean, honestly, I would say they're less cool than Cult, but more successful. So you could kind of take this however you want to, but I'm gonna put them right here in the middle.
Well, if we're doing coolers first, call beats Fit
You think so?
for cool. I mean, yeah, for sure. Nowadays, you see more.
I don't
I
know.
feel like you
I'm
see
not gonna
more call
lie.
sticker slap.
I just feel like Fit is more authentic with how they present themselves. In honesty, I don't
Well, it's
know.
different marketing. I just feel like if you go to a skate park nowadays, you'll be like, you'll find a call sticker before you find a Fit sticker.
I think you're right about that. But yeah, I don't know. It's a hard thing, but all right. That's gonna be your play? Is that your play?
Yeah,
You want to fight for
yeah,
Call
yeah.
to be ahead of Fit?
I
All
mean,
right.
it's not. I feel like it's the people that's choosing. I just feel like that's. I see
I'm
more
just
call than I
asking.
see
Like,
Fit. Yeah,
we're
yeah.
each gonna get one, bro. If you want to defend one of these companies down here, I'm gonna be able to slight you.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right. So we've got profile. So I'm low key. I'm putting profile in the extremely core. So I think profile is really cool, but I think they fail to keep up with certain quality control stuff, and they cost a lot of money.
Yeah,
Have
very.
you ever been able to afford a brand new profile part, Sean?
I haven't been able to afford a brand new anything. Let's keep that handy downs for days. I feel like profile like street versus park, like profile in the park world is like, I would say profile is like cult to the park world.
I think with how they treat the people that they hook up and the type of riding they support, I feel like they have a very good blend of street and park riding. They aren't the type of
You
company that could ever support somebody who is like an X Games rider or a big contest rider. So those riders take pride in buying their product, but I think that they kind of split it right down the middle with like how they support riders. I think that park riders prefer the profile stuff, but
yeah, decrease my hub.
that's just I don't know. I mean, they've been hooking up Rob DeQuattro forever, you know.
Minute now.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah,
But I'm
that
just saying, in the world of park verse, I feel like it's more favored in the. I'm saying it's more favored to the park
oh
rider.
yeah, it's like a faster, but they're more delicate in my opinion. Yeah, that's how like I said, that's how I feel about them. But in terms of how they support people, because I don't think they try to market themselves a certain way or like try to exclude certain types of riders. With like they you go on their website and you can build the hub however you want with whether it's like a 14 millimeter axle and a hub guard, you know, all kinds of stuff, titanium,
Titanium. Yeah.
yeah, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, Kink, I think Kink goes right here. I think Kink is more successful than Fiend,
I agree.
but I think Fiend is a little bit cooler, but we're going to put Kink ahead because they're definitely way more successful.
Just is an older brand. I feel like give it time. Fiend.
On BSD, I low key again. I think BSD is cooler than both of these companies.
I feel like for a while BSD was. I thought that BSD was going to overtake Call. There was
Well,
like a period with who was it? Who's Simone Brage?
yeah,
No,
but
no,
he's been on Sabrosa Shadow.
the little branch
I
off.
think
But
you're thinking of like Chris Kyle and Alex
no.
Donachie, like
Yeah, maybe it's Danachi. Who's I'm trying to think of the BSD rider. Who's the dude with the Safari frame?
Reed Stark.
That era of like, there was like a couple years where him and Reed were just like constantly doing wild shit. Like BSD was kind of like getting up there.
Like I said, I think BSD with like the way they film videos and the way they market themselves, it's way cooler. But they are more of like a UK based brand company. So here in the US, like compared to companies like the ones that we have on our list, I think it kind
Yeah,
of stacks up exactly how we're looking at it.
yeah. I still think it's a pretty sick company.
Yes, no, I like BSD a lot for sure. And then we've got Cinema. So I think Cinema would go here in the cool core brands. Obviously, they've always had like a really good team.
I was just about to say this team is stacked.
Yeah, it's always been stacked. They always keep really good riding and they film really cool videos. So that's why I put them in like the cool category. So again, it's almost like they might be cooler than these ones up here. But I would put BSD in like the successful category. I
Well,
just don't see
Cinema's
a
like
lot of people with cinema wheels and like
really.
uh,
Yeah, Cinema's my go-to back. I love Cinema.
you like the wheels a lot. I've honestly never ran one and I just think they kind of compare with I but I'm not gonna lie, I've always bought Odyssey stuff. But I think cinema is really cool. And I think they could be more successful, but I think their I think their parts are more like generic. Like high end generic, but still more generic and very comparable to like Fiend and Kink and
I get
BSD.
it. Yeah.
And I think BSD almost might make higher quality parts.
Man, swinging on them.
Then we go into fly bikes again. Fly bikes, I would say, is on like the lowest end of cool core brands. They just lost Devin Samili.
Yeah, I would put them down.
But I don't know. Like I think they're semi success. I think they're on the super low end, but depending how this bracket works out, I would maybe put them in the extremely core. I
Fly
got
Bikes was the Fuego team, right?
yeah,
I mean, Fuego,
Fuego, but it's like
Fuego
they
frame.
got Ruben. Like Ruben is legendary. There I know there are other good riders on Fly right now, but yeah, maybe I just think again they're cool. I think they're on the low end of cool. I've never been the
Very
biggest
accurate.
fan of Fly, but I think they're on the low end of cool. And even with extremely core, I could call that cool, but I personally am not the biggest fan of profile, but I respect like how big they are.
I'm looking at their team page right now. They got some Courage Adams.
Courage Adams is on profile or fly? Oh yeah.
Fly.
Yeah, I get, and I know they have a better overseas market, like over in Europe. They have a way better market than America. And then we got Mission. So I would low key put Mission, like, obviously this is gonna be bruh, but it's like high end bruh, because I feel like most people that buy Mission parts are just buying what they can afford. That's just my opinion. Like, I don't know. And then
you should make a tier that's like I would never buy parts, never buy.
And well, no, that's low end bruh. I mean, bruh. we yeah. It's low end bruh.
Mission has always been like a joke.
Yeah. But it's like I would say, like, if you choose to buy premium, that rim that they put out is really cool. But it's like, what is premium doing? You know, I would say premium.
What is premium did
is on I
feel like
they're on the very low end of bruh. Versus Mission. Like, Mission again is like replaceable parts. You know, if you see like the 16-year-old kid with like a Mission stem or something at the skate park, like, come on. Just like Rant. I would say Rant is like right there next to him.
Can we say that Premium's dead?
I
mean, Curly, I feel like Curly was holding a lot of weight when he was on that.
Well, I mean, Colin Verignac is on premium. Chad Curly's still on premium. They made the rim, but it's in the bruh. It's in bruh. Like, what else can I do?
Yeah.
You know, like we can arrange the bruhs. We can arrange the bruhs as they need to go, you know?
All right.
And then low key, like with so we have Shadow. So I think Shadow Sabrosa goes like right here.
Same thing. Yeah.
In our successful core brands. So like shout out Gage Sharp, he's on Shadow Sabrosa. I low key, so compared to my favorite kind of conglomerate brand is the Full Factory stuff. So like you got your Sunday, G Sport, Odyssey, and I think they make way better products than Shadow and Sabrosa, in my opinion. But I can't argue that Shadow Sabrosa is just a bit more successful. Do we put S&M right next to Fit? Like, or do we put it in cool core brands?
Big baller core brands. I feel like could go in both.
I mean, obviously, it's in both. You know, it being Fit. It's in both.
But I'm trying to, if I would, it's a cool core brand.
It's on the low end because I'm not a big fan of S&M. So this is my tier list. So I get to kind of. So like
dictate it.
Yeah, I do like S&M, kinda, but also I mean, Standard's not on this tier list. I kind of fucked that up, but I would put Standard ahead of this as far as like brands that I like. So this is almost the rating on how cool Fit S&M is. Like this one, because the cool core brands is cooler than the big ballers.
S&M at the top of that list for sure, though.
You think S&M's cooler than Cinema?
Yeah, come on, son.
Videos? Come on.
Remember,
bro, you don't watch old school videos. All the best S&M videos are old videos. Like, how many iconic Cinema videos? I'll put Fly under S&M. I got you. But Cinema is cooler than S&M. In my opinion. I mean, that's just what I was brought up on. Like, you didn't watch all those
custom parts when I built a bike was like half S&M. Just it will always have a place for me.
I only ever bought S&M handlebars.
Logo, come on, yeah, they're classics.
But you said you were riding for Cinema earlier, though. Like, can you add your love for Cinema as far as parts alongside the videos that you were influenced by? Like, we're not 40 years old, bro. S&M's
okay.
like
I mean, dude, Mike putting on the fucking grips with spray paint, like that's a classic. It's a
Mike
classic.
Hoder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you, but honestly, fit has been more influential to me personally. All right. If you want, I'll give you this one, all
I'm
right.
not. I won't die
Well,
for.
no,
I'm
no,
not gonna
no,
die on
no.
this.
I have a yeah, so this is mine. This is the hill I'm going to stand on. I'm putting S&M under cinema.
That's fine. I mean, it's not a crazy big deal to me.
All right,
I just think S&M.
Stolen's going under premium.
Yeah. The only thing ever you stole, I feel like you say. I think they were the Thermalite pedals I used to snag.
Yeah, I mean,
If
the pedal's a
Odyssey's was out
pedal,
at the
yeah, exactly.
if they
Yeah,
were
it's
out of the
like
Odyssey pedals,
they were
little,
wide. They were wide. So like for the
little
time, it
fatties.
was a cheap pedal and it was very wide. I'll
Other
give
than
it to
that,
him, but I'm putting them behind premium. If I saw somebody at the park and they had
you know
premium,
what? Stolen had that revolver, dude. Everybody had that revolver dust
oh,
cover.
what?
You remember that
No.
on the bottom bracket, dude? Come on, the stolen revolver bottom bracket.
Oh my. All right. Are you fighting for Stolen to be higher on the tier list or what?
No, I'm just bringing up good times, dude.
Okay.
They
All
had
right.
they
All
had the
right.
revolver, dude.
So
I'm
we
sure
got to
Stolen was
move on,
watching.
bro. We got a lot of companies to cover. All right. All right. Verde, I'm putting in the bruh.
I don't know shit about Verde.
Yeah, Verde. I mean, that like we talked about having a dead category, but yeah, bottom end of bruh is dead. So that's where I'm putting them. Got the volume. So I would put volume at the very bottom end of successful core brands. And then I'm going to put Demolition as their partner company in Cool. Bottom end of Cool, unfortunately. They lost Chris Doyle, so that's what I'm calling it. I don't want to.
Bro.
Yeah.
Classics.
All right. We'll go with a random one. All right. We got DK Bicycles.
Oh, DK's the classic.
Yep. They kicked Nick Bruce off the team, bro. Just because
he's not winning gold.
He did that. He messed up that one run, and it. They still got Marcus Christopher. All right. We're Ohio boys, right? Are we admitting that we're Ohio boys? Yeah, okay. Boys. So, where do we put DK?
Dude, DK has been everywhere. It's like
is it high end? The thing is, I don't think it's cool.
I don't think it's cool either, but I do think it's a baller frame.
They're successful.
I'd say they did. I mean, they was doing some shit for a while, but it's just not. It's like one of those frames. Just like it's not a cool company.
Yeah. So bottom end of successful. Yeah. We love you, Marcus Christopher, bro. Like.
I mean, it has nothing against him, you know.
No. Like this is all this, but that's. I mean, is that they kicked Nick Bruce, bro?
You're not winning gold, bro.
Yeah. Fuck, we didn't put Huffy on the tier list. All right. Okay, so Odyssey. So I'm putting Odyssey at the top of cool. Yeah. Yeah,
I feel like it's a big baller too, though. You don't think Odyssey made some money?
I don't think so, man. I mean, low key, I think Sunday is like here. I think Sunday with them selling completes. I think Odyssey sells really high quality parts, but they're more expensive than all of this stuff. Like, it's like Profile. You see how they're sitting next to Profile? I think Odyssey is the cooler Profile. That's how I've always felt. I think Odyssey makes better parts than Profile. Unfortunately, they're not American made. But not everybody buys them.
Understand? Yeah. I don't know. The ODIs, man.
We didn't put ODIs
You
on
didn't
here.
put ODIs on there, dude.
No, I mean ODI. They make grips. They're not a bike company. They're like
Bro, the best grip.
the best grip. All right, Salt again. I think it goes right here. I think it goes above Rant, but below Mission. Mafia Bikes is like that's bottom end of bruh.
Mafia Bikes did the yeah.
Snafu, we're
anything
going
off it.
under premium. FBM, they're dead.
Yeah.
We the People, okay. All right. We can put
is it? I don't know, dude.
we're in America. So I think it goes here.
I would put it above Volume. Yeah, below Sunday.
All right. They do have a stack team. I think they sell a lot of complete bikes. They have really good prices on complete bikes. They're decent quality. I'm not a big fan of their frames or a lot of their parts. Like the Eclaw, We the People conglomerate, I'm not like a huge fan of. But I like Eclaw as a brand again. I would put them above Fly here in the cool core brands.
Yeah, they were doing some shit at some time.
All right, Alien Nation. This is the Brantmore brand. I love Brantmore too. This is low key. Brantmore is an inspiration to do this video. So if I hate on Brantmore, I'm sorry, but I also like Brantmore. He's a good guy.
The best.
But Alien Nation though.
I get that it's a legit company. It just doesn't feel like a legit
company. I low key think it's bottom end core, like cool core.
They have the Planetary, is that them?
They were one of the first companies to release it, but it's like a patent, so a lot of companies have it.
Is it cool
though? We have two Colts.
I just wouldn't put it in the cool core band.
It's bottom end though, because there are people like it's not successful, but there are people that do think it's really cool.
Yeah.
But they're kind of nerdy.
I know a lot of people that will.
All right. Look, I'm going extremely core. We'll give them extremely core just to give them the cool points. All right. Look, you're behind. You're second to Profile in the extremely core category.
You'd be so pissed off.
I think this is gonna be okay. All right. Daily Grind. That's going in bruh, right between Verde and Mafia. You can't see the logo. If we're
back in like 2000 and like.
20. I bought that fucking hub guard and I destroyed it in fucking 2 weeks.
I thought they were doing some cool shit.
All right. Animal, the coolest extremely core company, 100%.
I agree with that.
I would say G Sport is on like the highest end of.
Don't put it in, bro. Don't you do
all right. I'll put it above Demolition.
Dude,
the G Spot. Listen,
come on.
All right, listen. I love G Sport so much, but it's like Odyssey was a good wheel company, okay, and then they made better wheels with G Sport, and then they made all the same stuff with Odyssey, and then G Sport fell off for years, and now they're trying to.
Had that hub guard, dude.
Okay, all right. Nope. You're right. Big baller. G Sport's my favorite company.
They sold out. They made money off
that. The G Sport Uniguard is the best fucking hub guard, and I miss my G Sport ratchet hub. I'm not gonna lie, I miss it a lot. So G Sport's going at the top of Big Baller. Bone Death, the coolest core, extremely core company.
Try did the coolest videos for like its time.
Yeah. The best. All right, we fucking made it, Sean.
We made it.
Yep.
There's so many of these we could do. Just like we should do the next video.
Listen,
we got
if people like it, like, thank you. If you're upset, big
dick. We don't care.
Yep. Yeah, we don't care.
It's an opinion.
Thank you for watching. If you like it, we'll do another one with companies that are not on this tier list. We'll go through and find all the fucking images. All right. I'm out of here. You got anything you want to say, Sean?
Keep riding, bro.
We're leaving. We're out of here.